Okay, it's time to catch up with Kathy now on horticulturist. Good morning, Kathy.
Good morning, Thurston. How are you today?
Yeah, good. It's another beautiful spring day.
Oh, it's lovely. Not too hot, not too cold. It's going to be lovely. I've got to work today, so not too bad a day to work.
Yeah, no, it's not too bad. It's not too hot. Yeah, and everything's growing crazy, isn't it, at the moment?
Oh, it is. Everything's taken off. I've even got some tomatoes on my tomato bushes at the moment. So, yeah, I've planted them in amongst my flower bed this year just to see how they go with a bit of extra pollination from the flowers. That seems to be working.
Yeah, well, I had some success as well because I set up a beehive 4 years ago, and I've never actually got any honey. But this time, for the first time last week, I actually had a bit of a crop, which
that's good.
I was actually surprised because I'm so used to not seeing anything. So I've been having a play with that, filtering it all, and that. So it definitely is, spring has arrived.
Yeah, so is it tasty honey?
Yeah, it is very tasty because all the different flowers. It's very, very sweet. It's amazing how you can get that lovely sugary taste in honey, which is basically from the pollen from the flowers. It's amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah, and you can get the different flavours from different flowers,
Yep.
depending what the bees have been feeding on.
Yeah, because we've got quite a range of different flowers in the garden, so that you always see them around, from everything from roses to...
Yeah, there's nothing nicer than having fresh honey.
Yeah, I know it is. My wife's pretty happy. She likes the actual the beeswax stuff when you actually when you have it like a chunk.
Yeah.
So you use it like chewing gum, but it's sweet inside.
Yeah, it's also good for furniture polish too.
See,
Many different purposes you can do.
Yeah, I haven't got enough to use it for that purpose yet, but maybe when I've got surplus, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, no, it is a lovely time of the year.
Yeah, it is good. So I know that was it your daughter got married last couple of weeks ago, didn't she?
Yes, she did.
Congratulations.
Thank you. She was my first child to get married, and she's married a lovely guy. But they wanted a nice, simple but fun wedding, which she organised all that. And I said before, she wanted me to do the flowers for her, so we just did some beautiful little bouquets for her and the bridesmaids, and just put gerberas and lilac from my garden, and roses and and snapdragons and all that. So they looked beautiful, all in the pink and red colours. So she was very happy with them.
So did you actually have to prepare that the night before? And it lasted?
Yes, yeah. I Googled it all to work out how to do it.
All right. Google is fantastic, isn't it, for everything?
It's a fantastic thing. So, yeah, having to strip all the leaves off and put them in a bucket of water. And, so then they last. And, then the day after we had a barbecue, and they were going off to Cairns just for a few days. And she asked me if I could do something with her flowers so she could preserve them.
Ah.
So I've made a flower press and I've pressed them, so I'll take them over to her next weekend and she'll do some sort of artwork with them.
Oh, that's fantastic.
To keep her wedding bouquet forever. So it all worked out well. So.
Excellent. Well, thank you. That's great. Very pleased for you that it worked out well, and happy marriage for them.
Yes, so lots of flowers. I didn't have enough in my garden. But, bought some now. Of course, the way the weather was, I was trying to get all pink flowers, but now they're all coming out pink, so a little bit late. But I bought some flowers, which worked out really well.
It's a good idea, the pressing of the flowers, though. That's good, so you preserve it forever as a legacy.
Yeah, so she's. I had to take the stalks off them all and press them, but especially when she had the big gerberas. But she wants to do them in a frame. So look very pretty. But just thinking then about flowers, it's not too late to plant dahlia tubers. You've got right up until mid-December, so then they'll flower in through summer and autumn as well. Some big, beautiful flowers for your garden.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, so we should be doing a lot of things at the moment. Weeding is one of them.
Yeah, there are lots of weeds around.
And mowing, I know that one as well. I've done those both yesterday.
Oh, you've got to watch out the hay fever at the moment with all the grass pollen. It's quite high. A lot of stuff in the garden. We've got to remember to mulch for the summer. Even if you're just doing your veggie garden with your pea straw and your sugar cane, or you can go heavier mulch on your ornamentals, or you can still put sugar cane on that. And remember to put a sprinkler system through.
I was going to ask you about that. So I did come down to Mitre 10 a few weeks ago, and you've got lots of different types of sprinklers there. I like the one, it's actually like a silver, it's just like a one circular plugged into your hose thing, and then it's just one hole coming up. How high? Those are very reasonable, and they seem to do a big area.
Yeah, they're the big impact sprinklers on a spike on a stand. They do quite a big area, but you can adjust the height of the shaft as well. So you can have it either low down, about a metre, but I think it will go up to about including the stand, about 1.8 or something like that, and it shoots a big spray out for the big areas. But you can get sprinklers for all different size gardens, or you can. I was helping one of the girls at work sort out one for her garden, just with the irrigation tubing and some rigid upright risers with the heads on them.
Oh yeah.
And it's just an easy way to get the water through, especially when people start to organise their Christmas holidays, so you can have it set up and ready to go and come on and off by itself. So everyone can do one. It's not too hard.
Yeah. Also, it's good. It's a good fire preventer as well, isn't it? If you actually have to leave, it will stop the embers from. That's falling.
Correct. Yeah. So you have a damp garden and damp lawn. The embers are easier to put out. But you've also got all the metal sprinkler heads that you can put on your roof and on the edges of your house, so that you can wet that down as well. So there's lots of different sprinklers for each different occasion.
So is that, with that pipe work you put on the roof, is that plastic pipe work and it connects to the sprinkler? Is that how that works?
A lot of people will put metal pipe.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah.
Yeah, so you can get like metal water pipe.
Right.
But some people still use the heavier plastic one, just so that, you hopefully have got enough water up there that's going to stop it from catching fire.
Yeah.
But there's also, the GAL water pipe, and you can get metal sprinklers as well. So you can have it so that every single part is metal. So even some of the sprinklers, no parts are plastic. It's all metal.
Wow.
So it just depends on how far into it you want to go.
That's a big job, actually, isn't it? It's just almost like setting up a garden, but it's actually on the roof.
Exactly. Yeah. So you can have them everywhere. But once you do a sprinkler system in your garden and your irrigation, even if it's drippers, and set it all up, and you go, well, why didn't I start that ages ago? Because it is so much easier to just either flick the tap on yourself and put a timer, or it will turn off. But these days you can get the automatic timers that will turn on and turn off themselves.
So are those timers actually plugged into the hose?
Just into the tap.
All right, okay.
You put them on the tap first, and then you have the sprinkler system coming out from underneath that, and you program them so they'll come on whatever time of day and however long you want them to come on for. We have them set up at work as well, so it comes on in the morning and then again at night time. Is
it on an app, or is it actually just like on a timer, just like a 24-hour clock?
You can get both. You can get Wi-Fi ones, which you have an app on your phone, and it you can set it from anywhere you are as long as you've got Wi-Fi.
Right.
Or you can have a digital or a mechanical one.
Right.
There's even Bluetooth ones. So technology is always changing. Depends on how simple you want it to be.
Yeah.
Or how complicated.
I just was thinking about this the other day. I thought I had to ask Kathy about it, because it is a whole area of knowledge you need to get onto if you want to do something properly. Yeah.
It's so easy to do. It does take a bit of planning first, but as long as even if you work out a rough plan of your garden and bring it down, we can generally help people work stuff out. Especially it's like where do we start? So get it all sorted out, and different plants require different water amounts, so you can do different zones in your garden depending on how much water they require.
That's right. I suppose it's all relying on, in most cases, the mains water system to be...
No, you can set up water systems from tanks.
Right.
I had a gravity-fed tank up at St Andrews, and you can still do water systems. With that, you just change the type of sprinkler that you use, or the dripper that you use, depending on your water pressure.
Yeah. All right. I was going to ask you a little bit about vegetables. This time of year, should we still planting now, or is it too late?
No, it's still good spring planting time. There's some some vegetables that, like things like peas, you don't plant them now, but you're cropping them. But yeah, all your beans and still lettuces, capsicum, cucumber don't really take off until it starts to get warm. So with our weather that's been up and down, it's a good time to put them in now. And zucchinis and corn. There's still quite a few that you can put in, and some that are fast growers as well. So you're still going to get a fast crop, like lettuce and all that. You'll have that ready for Christmas. But yeah, there's still lots to put in.
Yeah.
And as I said before, especially if you mulch them with some sugarcane and peas straw, that just means that you won't dry out as fast, so you get a better, healthier plant, and better crop from them. And all of the herbs you can put in, and especially basil, things like that, they love the heat.
They do, yeah.
So still lots of things to be doing, and especially when you get beautiful days like today, that you just want to go out and work in the garden.
Yeah, I put some coriander in, I think it was last year, in one of those metre by metre ones where you actually just add the water from the side. What are they called again?
The what one?
Oh, it's those raised beds where you add the water in from the back and you have pebbles in it. There's a special name for them.
Yes, did you do wicking beds?
Yeah, wicking beds, that's it, yeah. I put that in a year ago, and the coriander herbs are still growing, so you just pick them off as you want them and they keep growing, so it's great.
Yeah, that's it, and if you let some go to seed, then you'll get new crops, same as parsley.
Yeah.
All my parsley heads are flowering at the moment, and they're so pretty. I always let some go to seed, and I know that I don't have to replant the parsley. And it's the same with coriander.
Yep.
And when they do seed, you can collect the seed, and that's what you use for your coriander seed in your cooking.
Yes.
So I don't buy it. I just, every year I harvest some at the garden.
Yeah.
And that does me enough for my cooking. If you've got to put in, dry roast your coriander seeds and then grind them.
Beautiful.
So it comes out the garden, which is really good. And a lot of your fruit trees will be setting fruit now. So once the tree, the plant has set the fruit, put an insect net over it to stop the fruit fly, because they're getting it more and more areas around the place where we didn't have to worry before. So it is in the area. So we want to just make sure and put some traps out as well to trap them so that they can't lay eggs and get to your fruit. But once the fruit has set on all of your apples and apricots and cherries, just put an insect net over it, because you don't have to worry about the bees having come in, because they've already pollinated.
Yeah.
But yeah, it will stop the fruit fly.
Are those very fine? They must be very fine nets.
They're a lot. They are quite fine.
Yeah.
And they'll stop any other bugs coming in, and caterpillar, moths laying eggs and things like that. But even the bird net now is finer, so that the birds don't get caught in it. So you can only use the bird safe one now.
And you sell those by the metre, do you?
The insect net, I think we're getting it in by the metre, but we've got them in pre-packs at the moment. But yeah, I think we'll have some next week. We can buy, just a couple of metres if you want.
Yeah, that's good. Excellent.
But, you could put so many things we've got to protect our trees from, the possums as well. But,
I know.
They're a bit harder to stop coming in.
Yeah, it's a great time of year, actually. Just walking around the garden is just great, just to see all the things happening.
It's beautiful. There's so many lovely trees that are coming out in flower. The silky oaks, they're all in their beautiful orange flower at the moment. And planted a laburnum tree last year, which is like a yellow wisteria tree, which that's all starting to come out in flower. It's just stunning. So it's just such a pretty time of the year.
It is. It's excellent. Well, Kathy, I'm going to let you get ready for your work now, and
Yes.
we only got one more show after today, so that'll be in December. So I look forward to catching you around Christmas time.
Yeah, the year has gone so fast.
I know. Thanks again for joining us. That's been a pleasure listening to what you had to say about all this knowledge about gardening. Thank you, and have a good week.
You have a wonderful day and a lovely week too.
Cheers, mate. Bye for now.
See you later. Bye-bye.
Okay, that was Kathy from Mitre 10, our horticulturist.